on top. You might get an advantage. All right, here we go. Standing right there and tall, right on the middle of the TCB logo. Both fighters. Gomez he'll have the blue shin guards on, fighting with the black trunks, coming out of that blue corner. Bruce is fighting with those red shin guards, black trunks. Good, both fighters coming at it heavy.
Yeah, and a lot of power here. There's a lot of tension too. You could tell that both guys are, head forward a little bit, but their hands are up and they're ready to kind of just unleash all their power. Whereas with our last fight, we saw
technical. Yeah.
Well, right. There was a little bit different setups involved. There's a little more like composure. But a big kick there got through. You're also seeing something interesting where Bruce looks to be quite a bit taller than Wilber.
But he's good right hand from Gomez,
shorter, right? You see how he kind of tucks his head and keeps his guard high? Just different styles. So the height gets changed there a little bit.
So we talked about this a lot with MMA about the height differences, but with TCB it usually works out better with the taller guy. Cagezilla doesn't really make much of a difference to me, with Gomez taking a good sweep there, but because they can get down on the ground, and once you're down there, it really doesn't matter with the height, trying to get submissions in here. But as you see the taller guy having that reach with these TCBs, but Gomez done a good job, a couple overhand rights, taking good and having some good leg sweeps.
Yeah, there's like the stereotype is the strikers are tall and lanky, and the wrestlers are strong and short.
No neck.
Right? And, this almost looks like you have a striker-grappler matchup just from the body positioning and the size difference. Look, I've always really relied on length and reach and having a good jab, and I think that makes all the difference in a striking fight. As soon as you bring in these other areas into the equation, things change quick. And in Thai boxing, maybe it's not necessarily, obviously you can't take to the ground and work ground and pound, but maybe it's working through the clinch and working your elbows and hanging on them and making them tired so that when you start to get in close, you can jam them and pressure them.
Barboza with a little low kick there. Gomez told Victor Malamalo, like, hey, that was a little low. But you know what? I mean, you kind of try to count on the referee seeing that. I don't know. Does he have to give you that? I mean, if you say, hey, he kicked me low, does he have to stop?
That's a good question. Usually the refs are pretty good about that, right? So if you have, like, a history of, saying that a foul occurred when maybe it didn't, they might be less inclined to trust you on your word. But the refs are pretty good about seeing it, right? So if they miss it and you complain about it, it really is 50-50. They're going to take into account, and they're going to do a quick equation. Was there a kick that went cross-body? Did it land high on the leg? Could they make the assumption that it was close enough where let's just play it safe? Or sometimes the worst ones are it moves the cup. It's not a direct hit, but it moves the cup, and that really will cause quite a bit of discomfort as well. So they do their best out there. Typically, they'll give it to you, but you don't want to be acting here as Wilber is just pressuring in and really letting them fly.
10 seconds left.
Those stiff jabs can break up everything you do. It could stop your combinations and open up theirs. And I think that's what we're seeing here a little bit. And I thought Wilber did a good job of getting aggressive at the end there, but he just got a little bit wild.
Yeah, Wilber, that's 2 times he's jumped way up in the air. But Gomez is just like out of control. He's like the Energizer Bunny. Good right hand by Gomez to the left side of Barboza's face. That's twice he's caught him. Victor almost got taken out there. This place is going crazy.
These guys are really throwing in the pocket here.
And there's a couple other things that we noticed from some of the amateurs, like fighting with your mouth open. Gomez is really, his mouth is open the whole time, and that's that learning how to breathe with your mouth guarded.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of effort into every shot, and and now we're seeing Barboza here start to put it on him.
Yeah, and a couple of marks on the back of Gomez. He's been caught a couple of times. You see it on the rib cage on the back side.
Good check.
Both fighters mouth breathing here, so he's starting to get tired. No sweeps allowed. Here we go. Put your hands down. Let's go to fighting. He's not going to get any points, but let's go to fighting. No warnings on that, though.
Yeah, that's interesting. There might be a slight discrepancy here between the call sheet we have and the actual rules that were decided on.
Yeah.
Just because there's been quite a few sweeps I think we've seen that Victor would have called. But nevertheless, if they are fighting that kickboxing rule set, that shouldn't necessarily be a point. Although we did see him catch a kick and throw a body shot, which is fair game, right? That's completely fair game. So, it varies based on the judge's preference and obviously the action of the fighter as well.
About 30 seconds left to go here in round number 2. Little low knee there, just caught him in the thigh. Let's see if Gomez has anything to say about that. But I don't think it caught him right in the cup like you were talking about earlier.
Right.
Both fighters starting to wear down just a little bit, right? We start to see these guys starting to calm down. Now the fatigue is starting to set in. That was definitely a low blow. There we go. That was 100%. Gomez did not get that kick up. He was trying for a midsection there and just missed it.
Yeah, and this is one thing you will see with some fighter, let's just call it height differences, right? You know, a mid kick for what Wilber is used to is going to be very different than what Bruce is used to. And, you know, depending on the range, it might be one of those things that just happens organically. So if I'm close to you and you throw a body kick and I back up, I might catch the kick on the way down, and that could be an instant low blow. Conversely, if I'm used to throwing a body kick on somebody my size and I'm fighting somebody who's 6'3" or 6'4", it's going to be a different midsection point. So small adjustments that need to be had.
And this is still 5 minutes, correct? Either way?
Yep, amateur or pro, you still have 5 minutes to recover from a low, you know, incidental blow, whether it's, you know, an eye poke or a low blow, whatever it might be.
And we saw Barboza, I think he took a big, deep breath in round number 3. Victor's going to make sure we're talking about the low blows and what's going to happen here at the end of all of this. We're going to have to wire our mic up Victor Malamala here one day. Just a little behind the scenes of what's going on. Checks with both fighters, and here we go. Start of round number 3 on this third bout here. Scheduled for 9 bouts tonight here at TCB 27. Both fighters come out throwing blows.
Oh, big right hand got through there. Got to be careful there. Wilber landed some hard shots as Bruce was going for those knees.
Oh, good right hand from Barboza. He's just going to town.
That hurt him. That busted him up a little bit.
Yeah, I think the nose is broke from Gomez. It exploded over his body. You can see a lot of blood coming from the left nostril.
Yeah, that was a hard uppercut that got through there.
Now he's got blood all over him, and it's going to start to just get worse. Now it's just all over the front of him. Gomez in a lot. Oh, good right hand. Wilber threw a right hand. It caught Barboza. Now there's just the ring crew's just cringing right now, because now it's just every time. This is where we're glad that we're up here in our brand new play-by-play booth here.
Yeah, big adjustment for us. Big shots there. There's blood all over the place right now.
When I tell you that, like, the blood is in his mouth, at least it's not in his eyes. It's not a cut over his eyes. But when you get hit in the nose like that, your eyes are watered up, and I'm telling you, there is blood dripping everywhere.
I mean, it's really leaking out.
Yeah, and it's leaking out, and I'm shocked that we're not stopping this with about 40 seconds left to go.
And Barboza's just putting it on him. The other thing I'll tell you is, since it's getting towards his mouth, when he breathes and he exhales, he's sending it with wherever he's going, right? So, you know, I commend Bruce here. He's putting pressure on him, but Wilber's still fighting back. He's still in it.
Another good right hand, and every time your glove touches your nose now, it's going to hurt for Gomez. I mean, just brushes. Ooh, good right hand again from Barboza. Oh, a right hand from Barboza. Gomez hanging tough in there. Oh, another right hand. Look at Gomez. Look how tough this guy is.
I mean, unbelievable. And still throwing back, right?
Look how tough Wilber Gomez is, win or lose. Wow.
You know, obviously not to take away from Bruce Barboza. I thought he did great. He really was landing those.
The fight is unanimous. Fighting out of the red corner, it's Bruce Barboza!